energy brings life, economic growth, modernizes our lives, but at the same time, some energy sources for now emits emissions which are the main cause of climate change we are facing today.
We've got NGOs, we've got lobby groups, we've got academia here. So we're really bringing everyone together to talk about what needs to be done. I'm optimistic and hopeful that actually we're not going to be talking about 2050. We're going to be talking about 2030 actually. We're going to talk about the next decade, because if the oil and gas industry in particular doesn't really start to transition quickly in the next decade, then you can forget 2050.
Oil and gas companies can contribute a lot actually. They work at scale, they're global entities in many instances, they're right across the value chain in many instances. They have financial weight and ability to be able to invest and make things happen, and they also have a wealth of resource at their disposal in all the scientists and engineers and others that contribute to their businesses today.
Now, I think it's really fantastic that the energy transition, the need to address climate change, has been put front and centre of the agenda. So I want to congratulate the sector and the people who've organised the event for actually taking that very bold step.
Events like this are absolutely critical. It's very important that we get different voices in the rooms rather than different voices shouting at each other from different rooms. In a polarised world, it's really important we have panels that get together that look not just at the challenges, but also the solutions to those challenges.
There are many environmentalists who would like to see the fossil fuel industry die immediately. But what we really have to do here is manage this transition in a way that gets us to net zero emissions, but whilst we continue to raise living standards all around the world. And I think that the fossil fuel industry has to be part of that transition to make sure that this is as smooth as possible.
We need to be more transparent. We need to be clear about who we are and what we do and why we're doing it. As well as transparency, we need to listen harder to society's expectations and to society's needs. That's why we've come out with our net carbon footprint ambition, that we will reduce the carbon intensity of the products that we sell to our customers by 50% by 2050, in line with the society heading to net zero.
Talent, investors, civil society, customers, governments need action, they need ambition, and they need it now. And I think this has been an important opportunity to bring people together to focus the mind on the actions, the collaborations, the innovations, and critically, the public policies that we'll need to achieve widely internationally shared climate goals.
I'm delighted actually to see the energy transition as a big part of this year's conference as we head towards COP26 in Glasgow. We're all talking about transformation, about deploying technology at scale, about getting greenhouse gas emissions out of the energy system, and that makes me very proud to be a fellow of the Energy Institute, and prouder still that BP is a big supporter.